Hi, y'all. Jamie here, 54-year-old proud trans woman from New Orleans, Louisiana. So, yesterday, I left off, I was sitting on my sofa with my friend Dino. The police were in my apartment raiding it, and I saw a syringe above us in the light fixture that I was scared to death the police were going to see. So, what happened? They didn't see it. Thank goodness they didn't see it. Now, they left us that night, and life sort of settled into something kind of nice. I mean, aside from what we were doing to survive, and the partying too much. All in all, though, things were going sort of smoothly for a little while. And I had a little circle of friends that we had come, it was me, Dino, and Stacy, another friend of ours, in my apartment. And then in another apartment, my good friend Bo, she found us. She moved into another apartment because they were $75 a week. We ended up in several of those apartments before it was over with. And so it was me, Dino, Stacy, and then it was Bo and Kitty and Angel. And the six of us, we became like a family. And we watched out for each other. We had each other's backs. We fed each other. We took care of each other when we were sick. I mean, we were a family. Very quickly, we became that family, So one night, I went out to the tea garden, and I was working by myself, and there was this gorgeous trans woman there named Monica, or as everybody else liked to call her, Muñeca. The Muñeca. She was stunning. She was a Spanish lady, 5'3" ish, like tiny, little 24-inch waist, big old D-cup boobies, nice hips and heart-shaped butt. Like, she was a Barbie doll, just an absolute Barbie doll. And she was talking to a gentleman, and then they saw me, and she said hi, and then the gentleman apparently he was in the mood for the young stuff that evening, because he passed up Monica, which he had to have been nuts, because that woman was stunning. But anyway, he wanted me that night, and so we went to leave, and he was going to be $100, which back in those days, believe it or not, was actually good money for the streets in Houston, or for the bars, whatever you want to call it. So we got into his black Corvette. I'll never forget it. It was a beautiful black Corvette. And we drove over to my apartment on Dunleavy. And so we pull up to park right by the gate to walk into the complex, into the courtyard. And I get out of the car, and out of the bushes, in the bushes hiding, jumps two vice cops with their badges out, yelling at me, freeze, get your fucking hands up, get on the car, bitch, get on the car. Like, excuse me? Like, these guys, I'm not kidding you, they seriously thought they were Miami Vice. Like, for the 80s, if you get that reference. They thought they were Miami Vice. They thought they were too cool. They stalked the girls. I didn't learn this until this event. But they would stalk the girls. It was Devo, Cowboy, and Flowers. My first night I met Devo and Cowboy. They didn't believe me on who I was when I first said it because I didn't have ID. And so they went to my apartment manager, and I ended up being arrested under the name Jamie, the gentleman who rented me the apartment's last name. Because I said I was 18 again, So I went to jail for prostitution. Devo and Cowboy, they they took my photo. They put me up against the wall, took my Polaroid to keep in their car because they would keep a record of the girls that were in town in their car. And they booked me. And I learned a lot of things in that 3 days that I spent in jail for prostitution my first time. I learned how to make jailhouse eyeliner. I learned how to make mascara. I learned how to make lip stain and lip gloss and hair gel and rollers. A girl will survive, I guess is my point. And I hope if nobody takes anything else away from my stories, And especially any trans women out there that are scared and struggling right now, take away that we are strong as a people. We are very strong and we can survive a whole lot. If I could, I'm not that special. If I could survive everything I survived, you can survive everything life throws at you too. We just have to stick together now. So if you want to know what happened when I got out of jail, stay tuned tomorrow, y'all. I love y'all. Keep commenting, keep watching, and keep enjoying. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.